Hi, this is Jason with Five Letter Comics Collectibles, and this time we're taking a look at how to make some custom figures for the Star Wars The Force Awakens toy line. And this doesn't involve any kind of cutting, damaging the figures at all. This is just basically using how the figures are designed to make your very own custom figures. I'm sure some of these figures will actually release in a later time, but this is something you can do really quick to make your own custom figures. So starting from left to right, we have the Armor Up Kylo Ren next to the regular Kylo Ren, and then with Poe we have the Armor Up Poe next to the fighter pilot Poe, and then we have the First Order Stormtrooper next to Finn. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to use how these figures are designed to actually make custom figures. So we're going to start with Kylo Ren. With the Kylo Ren figure, you can really do this really easy. But I chose to do this with the original Kylo Ren as well. So essentially, we see in the trailer that Kylo Ren at some point will actually not have his cloak on, and he'll have his mask exposed. With the Armor Up figure, you can actually just take his cloak off over his mask, and you can do this really fast. It's pretty straightforward, so you have that look right away, something you could buy right out of the box. But I want to do it with the regular Kylo Ren that actually has the two hands that you can actually put different items in. So with these figures, they're actually ball jointed heads, most of them. Some of them, like Darth Vader, specifically the one that's from the Empire Strikes Back version, you can't just pull his head off. But these actually are just ball jointed heads, so just by pulling forcefully, you can actually pull the head off, and it's just a ball joint. It will cause no damage whatsoever to the figure and can be put back really, really easy. And you'll see the figure just has a little spot where you can put a ball joint. So basically all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pull off this guy's head, and I'm going to take his cloak off, and now I'm going to put this Kylo Ren head on this one. And that's just the custom figure one. Like I said, this is just more for playability for kids to do before they release a lot of these other figures. But he's got the two different hands that you can put his lightsaber in either hand, and he doesn't have that cloak around his neck, kind of like the scene we saw in the trailer when he's talking to the Darth Vader mask. You can see that he actually doesn't have his cloak around his neck. So this would be the custom figure one that takes absolutely no time at all. Next we have Poe. So we have the Armor Up next to the fighter pilot Poe. The fighter pilot Poe, you can't take his mask off in the single carded figure. Now they do make one that comes with the X-Wing that you can actually get, but the X-Wing's about $50, and a lot of people might not be able to have the money to do that. So just getting these two figures, you got to figure that's about $13 on the left, and the other one's about $6 to $7. Same way as we did with the Kylo Ren, these are just ball jointed figures, so you can just pop the head, and like I said, you have to pull a little bit sometimes just to pop it off, but it's just a ball, it won't damage the figure. And then I just pull the fighter pilot's head off as well, and I'm going to just pop this head right back on. And now we have Poe in his fighter pilot outfit without his helmet, as shown in the trailer for the Force Awakens. So it's kind of a nice thing you can do really fast. And lastly, we have Finn next to the First Order Stormtrooper. And same thing, these are ball jointed figures, so you can just, with a good amount of force, you can actually tug the head off of the Stormtrooper, and then you tug the head off of Finn. And we're going to actually put this on the Stormtrooper to recreate the scene in the trailer. So now we have Finn with his face exposed in his Stormtrooper disguise. So, or his regular outfit, I guess, because I guess it's not a disguise. He is going to be a Stormtrooper that looks like he defects. But real quick fix for these toys, I mean, you can have, have the helmet, and you can hold that next to him. It's something you can't just slip on, but just popping his head off. And like I said, it causes no damage whatsoever to this figure. And here we have them all next to each other, so we have the custom look to each figure. And it's really not limited to just this. You can really, like I said, with any ball jointed figure, as long as it's actually a ball joint and you can tell it's a ball joint. By ball joint, I'm just going to put the Stormtrooper helmet on Finn's body here, and you can see all you do is just make sure that he has like a full range of motion, not that it just turns left to right, that it also pivots up to down and up and down. That lets you know it's a ball joint, and you just pop it off, and that's all. But as you can see, we got them all three next to each other. Like I said, we got Poe on the left. You could actually buy a figure like this that actually has a slip-on helmet, but it comes with the X-Wing, and it's one of those things where, do you have the $50 to buy that? So that way you can just do it real quick, for like about $20 if you have both figures. Same thing, Kylo Ren. You could take the armor up and put his head on the regular body, so he's got the two hands he can hold two different things in each hand. And then we have Finn in his Stormtrooper outfit with his face exposed. So really nice looking custom choices for these figures. One of those things you can do with, if you have these figures, you can just swap these heads out as much as you want. You could put, Poe's head on the Snowtrooper if you wanted to, have him have a disguise. So it's a really nice touch. I like when they do these ball joints. It makes custom figure making extremely easy. Anybody can do it. It kind of extends your playability, especially with the limited amount of figures we have out currently. But once again, this has been Jason with $5 Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.